Hey everyone, and it's time for game number 3. Let's spin that wheel and find out what I'll be playing next. Looks like it's Grim Fandango. Let's get into it. Okay, before we even get into this one, I had no clue what to expect with the game. It's really unlike anything I've ever played before, and I had no idea that it was the remastered version from 1998. It's a click-based adventure, story adventure, where you have to solve puzzles. Now, I'm not gonna lie, as much as I am playing these games with no tutorials, no guides, purely just experiencing the game as is, so that way everything feels new to me and the experience can be quite fun without just following the meta or following how someone else played it and just copying. But I got stuck so many times with this game. I do not know how people back in the 90s were able to beat this game, considering there wasn't as easy access to the internet and guides and what have you. But that being said, the graphics were definitely pretty cool, and I did enjoy the characters, how they were designed. Looking back at it, this game is almost 30 years old, and it's quite surreal that this game was floating around then. The story behind it all was pretty comical. The whole time I was laughing about a lot of things. Maybe the biggest one that got me crying was when the cop was sort of getting some stuff off of her chest, and she just kept on going on and then escalating her own emotions over and over again. And while that's happening, the text chat that you respond with was changing with everything that she was saying, but every single time it still was hinting towards can you give me the metal detector, in some sleazy ways of asking, and it was just funny watching her just go on a tangent. The characters were definitely well written, and each one felt unique. Even the smaller ones, if you had an interaction with them, they were all different in their own ways. But that's about as far as my positives go. Now, it could just be me, as I haven't played a game like this ever before, but it felt very much like a go to 1, go to 2, go to 3, go to 1, go to 3 type of game, and the puzzles being a bit too complex for me just was not my sort of play style. As I was looking at some of the forums about this game, I did see people were talking about how this is the type of game that you play and you get stuck, and then while you're at school or work, you think of solutions, and then you go home and try out those solutions. But I was trying to play the game through. Also on those forums there were some other good recommendations for games like this, but for beginners to the genre, so I might have to have a bit of a look at those before coming back and trying this one again. I did find the mechanics and how you have to even think of solutions quite hard to try and figure out how to work around, how to apply things, how to move forward in the game. So my ratings will be a bit lower, as this is my personal ratings, my opinion, not an actual rating for the game. And like I said in previous videos, this rating system is as a 5 out of 10 is a solid game, which means nothing good, nothing bad, just a solid game. So for Grim Fandango, I will be rating it at a 4.5 out of 10, and it will not be a contender for favourite game. The saving grace of it is definitely the graphics, the story, and the characters. And thank you for watching. If you've played Grim Fandango, whether it was back in the day or recently, please leave your rating in the comments, and even let me know some other games that I could play before attempting this again, as I am trying to diversify what games I play.